Hi, I'm Paul.
Hi, I'm Dina.
We are the technical specialists for psychology here at Staffordshire University.
We're here to give you a quick tour of the facilities and equipment that are available for psychology students to use throughout the duration of their course.
Here I am in the Psychology Human Sciences suite. Within this area we have a range of equipment relating to physiological and biological psychology. For example, we've got equipment such as the TSA, the Thermosensory Analyzer, used in studies to do with pain and pain perception. We've also got a range of biopotential amplifiers that can measure parameters such as heart rate, ECG trace, galvanic skin response, respiration and also blood pressure. From the central control room of the PHSS, researchers can operate their experiments remotely, relying on two-way audio-visual communication with the subject in a neighbouring laboratory. With the aid of experiment building software, we are able to manipulate the experiments that are taking place. Therefore, it is an ideal situation in which to run research for psychology-based experiments. Here I am in the EEG laboratory, where we have a 64-channel EEG system. Within this area of research, there are studies relating to evoked responses to stimulus, as well as frequency responses to stressful situations such as fears and phobias. We also have 14-channel ambulatory EEG systems for more portable EEG-based research.
I'm here in one of our cognitive cubicles, which form part of the cognitive and observation suite. We have 4 of these rooms available. Each has a PC, which has experimental building software on. This means that our students can use these rooms to carry out their research in a nice controlled environment for their participants. So this is our eye tracking laboratory. So here we would get our participants to sit in this chair. They would rest their face onto the chin rest here, and they would watch what is happening and take part in the experiment on the monitor in front of them. As a researcher, we can then track where the eye is focusing, where they're looking on this screen behind us. And we can also see that on the control room PC. The eye tracking is used for a lot of different areas in psychology, but some examples are for attention, decision making. We can look at people's health decisions, and we can also look at things like advertising and marketing. So this is the observation room, which forms part of the psychology observation suite. We can use this for lots of different types of research. As you can see at the moment, it's set up for research with children as participants, looking at children's behaviour. We can use adults too. So the participants would take part in the research in here, they take part in an activity. And from the control room, we can use the one-way mirror to be able to see them. So from the participant's perspective, we can't see into the control room, but from the control room, the researcher can see us and observe our behaviour, which lends really nicely to being able to observe behaviour when people think they're not being watched. So this is the control room for the cognitive and observation suites. So this is where the researchers would sit whilst the experiment was taking place, and they can use our communication and monitoring equipment to be able to make sure that the experiment is running smoothly. So we can see into the cognitive cubicles from here and also into the eye tracking lab. But from this control room, we can also see through the one-way mirror into the observation suite, so we can observe the experiment live as it takes place. So from the other side of the one-way mirror, from the control room, we can see really clearly into the observation room, which gives us a great view of our participants and how they're getting on with the activity.
Here we have the driving simulator, used in research to do with hazard perception, driver distraction, cognitive function during the onset of visual or audio stimulus, to measure parameters such as reaction time, accuracy and steering deviation.
We also have a range of virtual reality equipment within psychology, such as the HTC Vive that I have here. This is a wireless headset which allows us to move within the VR environment. So as we walk, that change is reflected in what we can see on the headset. We can use VR for lots of different things within psychology, for example fears and phobias. We can use some apps within VR to look at things like fears of heights.
Here you find me in one of the counselling cubicles. We have 4 cubicles in total, used for one-to-one skills sessions. They also have the functionality to be able to record audio and visual, the one-to-one sessions, for formative assessment and feedback, or there is the functionality to stream live broadcast into the larger teaching area.
As well as all of the equipment, there's a range of software available to psychology students. We have teaching tools such as Blackboard and Microsoft Teams. We have a range of experiment building software, some of which are specific to equipment such as eye trackers, and some of which we use to create computer-based experiments, such as Testable, which allows us to create and run experiments online. There is also access to software for questionnaires, transcription, and statistical software for analysis.
We hope you've enjoyed this quick tour of the department. If you have any queries or questions, please feel free to contact us at scitech@staffs.ac.uk. Thank you. Bye.